Aw, I was almost back in time. Hello. Hello, hi, hello, hello. Hi there. Uh, I need something motivational. 1 second. And with motivational, I need strings. Um, wasn't it right there? Am I not seeing it? Streets of Flame, that's what I need. No, that's not what I need. Um, I don't find the track that I want. Anyway, I do have a plan now for the central piece. Well, a vague plan, like a little sketch. So I will see if we can finish that thing today. I mean, first we have to finish some. I mean, it's kind of the no, ignore that. Ignore it for now. It's just taking some measurements. Um, yeah. Now let's finish these two roofs because they're ugly. I'm actually putting zero thought, like absolutely none, into what I'm doing with those. This is a full block, right? That's at least something. Okay, what's that from the inside? It's just Kidoki. So this is not a full block, but it's technically a full block. Sure. Sorry, I'm still on the side looking for the... Is that... Why are these not... Would have been so much work to put these in like chronological order or something. Um... No. I mean, this is a nice track. I do like this one. I feel like... Is this... Oh, I see. For some reason the DLC are on top of the playlist. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay, then here we start with the Passage DLC. There we go. Ah, the Serenity. Okay. I need to put my stress ball away, otherwise I'm gonna bounce that thing around. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. What more could be built? Let's start with this stupid ass roof. I actually don't really have a problem with it. Well, I do have kind of with this part up here, actually. So let's... Are you full blocks? Yeah. Let's start just filling it into... like this. Alright, cool. Then, what's in here? That's entirely empty. Good. Maybe something like that. Then we surround it. Kinda looks like a vent. I don't know why there would be a vent up there, but you know. Alternatively, we could mimic these. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Um, Actually, let me remove these just because... otherwise, it'll look like we have to get more copper than we have to. This roof is just hard to work with. Like, I can't really put anything on these lower parts. Also, let's get this guy over here. Boom, boom. What if I just fix it and we look where that gets us? Be careful not to right click any of the other ones, otherwise we're gonna flood the room. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. And that's all of it. Nice. Okay. How do we get copper in here? It has a general... Okay, first of all, what is going on there? And same here. Why are you... Some of these, I don't know how that happened. Okay, that does help a lot though. That makes it a lot smoother. We can always apply some copper here. Which at least from this angle gives it some more. Yes, do we do that? Yeah, that's a thing we do. Sometimes. Let's at least be consistent, the monka. Let's at least be consistent about it. Including here. Also, this has been bothering me the entire time. I mean, okay. Here we just cheat with those. They kinda do the same thing. Very kinda. Well, they at least get the orange. Didn't I have... I swear I had this guy in here. Okay. Which I might also replace these with thingies. With walls. As they're colloquially called. Also, stop. Same here, just stop. Okay, nice. Yes, I don't really know what to do with this part. Actually, I have one idea what to do with this part. I might just do that. It just looks like I just put it there because I don't know what to put there, which is exactly why I put it there, but I don't want it to look like it. Maybe we just accept that this roof is very... I almost said very gay. Maybe we're just accepting of the gay roof. I mean, honestly, it's fine from this angle, and you really... This is one of the few things where I'm confident that you won't get a lot of other angles. Actually... Yeah, I mean, still. This server, I want to do something nice with that. Maybe I give up as well. And the idea here is... No. To just kind of put some gravel on here. Like, make it feel a bit more interesting. And that's pretty much the entire thought process. Like so. Get inside. No. Fly and then not fly. There we go. Right. Then once we put a bit of seagrass on there. That's gonna feel entirely... No, it needs something three-dimensional on it. Yeah. I think that's really all we need there. Don't want to bother with the seagrass already. No, I feel like plants need to come last. That will be it then. It appears. Sure. I guess I could put the roof to at least complete it structurally. Or not. Trying to think of a way to like not have it drip all over the place. I think that might be unavoidable. Actually, let's just throw in the roof here. Could have also just done that, and my life would have been much easier. Pop. All right. Still trying to think if I can think of anything to... it shouldn't be dripping here, should it? Oh, I see why it's dripping. Okay. That should prevent it, though. Okay. That was entirely intended. Actually, I think you should be a lower slab. Just to kind of highlight the rips a bit more. Okay. That should be good. Yeah, obviously these outer parts are just still gonna drip. However, these inner parts should not. Unless I'm wrong, in which case I might be wrong. No, they aren't. That's good. Huh. How could we possibly prevent that? There isn't really much options there. We either need 2 full blocks on top of each other, or at least half a block space, and we can't really provide either here. I might be able to stop it with this. Just for test. I'm actually gonna leave them. No, it's just ripping straight through them. Well, I guess that's gonna be a drip party in here, that's fine. Not even mad about it. Don't look at me. Is there anything we could do to make anything here anything? I don't think so. I think it's fine. The only thing I would maybe want to be a bit more. Oh, that's not good. The thing I would maybe want to make a bit more interesting would be these sides. Okay, and then yeah, that's just over here. Cool. Just look in like that. And that's where we stop mirror, because I think it's a bit safer visually. Yeah, hello. Don't care. Yeah. I'd actually just do that for the entire... Okay, now it would be nice if that guy was still where it's supposed to be. Sure. Wrong. Correct. Actually here as well. I'm hungry. I literally just ate. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's not the most breathtaking anything, but it's at least some visual. We could... throw one of them's over here. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I like that. Doesn't really make sense. It looks a bit like window shutters, but we know they're not. That has to be enough. How would that look? Interesting. We could do that, but no. Yeah, I don't dislike that. That's good, that's good. Okay. Okay, nice. Actually, what's going on here? Why? Ah, you're here as well. Okay, I might have had the no updates thingy. All right, up to you. I don't even know how to bring copper into this pattern here. Well, it's not a pattern, it's just one color. But I can't really... Something like that, I guess. Hmm. Not there. Huh. I have an idea how to stop the dripping. And it has to start with this. I'm on the wrong thingy. There we go. Alright, not in... Yeah, okay, like this, actually. And... there. Yeah. Then... Actually, maybe... Oh. Oh, never mind. Was thinking that was too convenient. Also, I should probably fix this hole. And so basically, what the idea is... would just fill a lower ceiling. Actually, that is not even the correct block. So obviously, that would be more like this, which also just makes it infinitely easier. Well, somewhat easier. Oh my god. And also means that I can change the outside without affecting the inside. Which is always very, very helpful. I guess that would have an influence on the performance, wouldn't it? Well, yeah, they dripped, that's fine. I can stop all the dripping, but... like, I mean specifically the fact that dripping is still happening, it's just happening under the ceiling, under the roof. Okay, so... no, I guess I can still have this kind of... this kind of vault set up here. It's just gonna be slightly different. Alright, then we grab this thing. Like, it's still a similar principle. It's not at all similar, actually, but... it looks very different. We can't really move up. No, that's not true, we can move up. We could... actually, that's like the one spot where I shouldn't be doing that. However, we can do this. Stick with me here, that's gonna work. realize I'm making a mistake. Like this. Can you? Do you have to be like that? Okay. Sure, fuck it. There we go. Oh no, that's gonna be something we have to build in survival, huh? All just so I get my stupid little three-dimensional roof. Okay, there we go. Wait. Oh, hi. Thank you. That is actually a jump scare. Hi, thank you. Also, I forgot you were moderator. What I have to do. I can't believe you neglected your job. I think I can just copy it here to here. Something like that. No, don't worry, I already replaced it with a bot. What if I put... My why is it drippy? Didn't I just fix that? Am I dumb? I might be dumb. I think I know what I did. Seribot indeed. However, the problem is Seribot is very good at auto-deleting spam. And you wouldn't believe how many spam bots there are on Twitch nowadays. It's so bad. I get like at minimum 1 per hour. It's... What exactly is going on here? Okay, fixed. Cursed what? Why? Oh well. Anyway, how are you doing? Now the roof just feels a bit low in here. Have you always been blue? Huh. Speaking of, is this too much blue? Like, I do kind of want to... I like the idea of having the sections colored. But I feel like the Prismarine just isn't the best choice here. But it also bites a bit extra with the orange, which is going to be weathered more at some point. So maybe it'll be better. It looks cool. I just think it would... I keep looking at the wall options and it's just that. Just half the blocks don't have walls and I don't know why. No, I guess we go Prismarine. Has that always been the case? I guess it has. Yeah, that's smoother. Okay. As well. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay, that has actually bothered me a lot, and I didn't even notice it. Okay, I get distracted again. I just need to finish this roof, then I'm basically done with this sector. At least on the building part. No. Let's just leave that. I just don't really know. Okay, sure. Which again, once it's not this bright orange, it's looking better. Let's put one of these here. Actually, we haven't talked in so long, have we? Man. Yeah, this part I don't care. It's literally not going to be visible. It's technically kind of visible from there, but we can cover it with plants. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with keeping up with stuff and people and everyone. Oh, that's the... Okay. So these are... No, these are full blocks. I don't know what to do with this roof. Busy with work. At least you got money now. Yeah, I'm not busy with work anymore, specifically so I can work on game stuff. And guess who's not working on fucking game stuff because they keep getting distracted with Minecraft. One option would be... Maybe we add some white in the mix. Just to have it like something going on. Okay. Don't actually hate that. It looks very much like I just threw it on because I don't know what else to put there, which it exactly is. Ah, fucking no. Here we can put some dots in there. Do we have... Maybe like that? Yeah, I was thinking of maybe putting tanks or like pipes or something on the roof when I built it originally. But then I can't really think of a way to put a tank on here. I feel like a tank would make more sense on the side. No. Hmm. Okay, let's get rid of these. Let's put... Why is building suffering? I don't want building to be suffering. I want building to be fun. Actually, if we lower them, that might give the same effect, but it's a bit less aggressive. Okay, yeah, that works. You know what? That might be a case of I just leave it as it is. And just don't worry about it. Because I do kind of want to start with the main thing that I want to finish today, ideally. Let's ignore the fact that I'm already streaming almost an hour. Which is like the main... Okay, so... Let me get the thing. This is the plan, right? It's an underwater laboratory with multiple sectors and just kind of building sector for sector. We started with the living quarters down here. And the next step is going to be like the main drill thing that also has access on the surface. And then there's going to be multiple labs that are kind of connected to it, as well as maintenance underneath, but that's for later. This is like a sketch. I was basically looking at sci-fi towers and just kind of put every element that I liked into it. I'm going to have the main foundation with the drill or cable or whatever it's going to be underneath. I want the little platform there where you basically walk around the drill. I'm just going to call it a drill. I don't know if it's actually going to be a drill. I haven't really thought about the lore a lot yet. Then there are these thingies, which, one second, I stole from this. I don't actually know what they're doing, but I always like using Anno as reference. It's just very good reference material. Yeah, and then we have the lobby up here, which is kind of the lobby. And the little platform here where you can, you know, ships come in, unload people, and they can then go down the stairs forever. I don't know what to call it. You know, when you enter like a company and they have a nice lobby with like a desk and everything, that's kind of what it's supposed to be. And somewhere I want to bring in some turbines. So, you know, they kind of generate power by the currents going past the thing. There's also... Where's the main reference? Okay, let me turn off doxing mode. There. That is one of the references I used. It's from Elder Scrolls Online, from the Graven Deep dungeon, which is like an underwater grammar ruin. And actually, let me go back into doxing mode. Because I can't really... There's... Okay, yeah, fuck it. There is on... Like this central tower idea I kind of stole from this dungeon. Well, It's not exactly the craziest thing to steal. They also have multiple pillars going up here and stuff, which... Huh. Maybe we need more pillars. Maybe that's... I'm already planning on making some underground basements and rooms and whatnot. That's kind of my staple at this point. But some more towers would be neat. I do love this boss fight. It's so annoying. There are these balls that slowly come from the ceiling and you have to hit them so they go back up. And if you miss one, the group just vibes. Oh, look, it's a ball. Okay, sorry, I got immediately distracted there. Surely there's a single image of the outside of the dungeon. That is something I do want to capture. With like these windows, and then outside you see like shipwrecks and plants and coral. Surely there... Where's that? No, that's a different screen. Come on, the dungeon isn't that big. There's no way there's... Well, okay, most of them are just the same angles again. What does that have to do with anything what I've been... Google, what do you... Okay. 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 Basically, tower in this has horizontal turbines. Look almost more like propellers. And that works visually really well because you see immediately what they are, even if you're below them. But I don't know if that conceptually makes sense. No, that's the screen I used. Well, it doesn't matter. Goodbye doxing mode. Hello, screen display. No, game capture. There we go. Yeah, but that's generally kind of the vibe I'm going for. Like a bit of steampunk, a bit of underwater lab. And look, there's beds. I'm noticing a problem though. Okay, fine. That's not gonna work the way I want it to, then let's just default it to this. Yeah, I love steampunk vibe. But no. It's a lot easier to get down in like modern Minecraft, but has it ever stopped me that something's easy? Hard. Either of them. Oh, I also have... Wait, no. I'm actually quite happy with this and never really got to use it. I do want to bring this in somewhere. Like, I want a hangar for it. Problem is, it's like half the size of the build already, so... Or maybe just put it outside. A cute little... It doesn't have the... No, here. There's supposed to be ladders there. Okay. I added interior at some point, but I guess I copied it before I did that. That's fine. I just don't really know where to put it. We could kind of crash it somewhere. It looks so ominous out there. Anyway. This. Let me consult the plans. The blueprints. Oh, while you're here, go over there. So. I think we ideally go with a stone platform that is... Stone or tough? Tough. Polish... Tough. And it's 11. Yeah, like that. And the tough itself goes up by 1. And also, and by the way, just... This is all pre-building for a server. I was like, I'm just gonna build this in survival on the server itself. It's gonna be fine. I built this, and it's... There is so many drowned in Minecraft. It is absolutely insufferable. So I was like, okay, fuck it. We pre-built. We use Litematica. We just bring it over. It took me about the time I built this entire thing over... Nope. This entire thing over here to just build this, because I could place like 5 blocks before I got bullied by the Draugr again. Drowned, not Draugr. Those are not the same thing. So I'm just incorporating it into the plan, but I also originally was gonna put the thing here, the drill or whatever. But then I flew a bit wider and saw, oh wow, this is actually real cool geography, and I should probably use this. So yeah, that's why we're here now. Then I realized building stairs sucks. So, yippee on that one. Thank you. That one was way more inspired by the... That was basically just this, right, on top, and then a room underneath. That was originally supposed to be the cafeteria. But now we have a different cafeteria, and this is just gonna be some... stairs/neg. For some reason, I don't mind building roofs at all. I actually love me a good roof. Stairs, though? Stairs can go fuck themselves. That's the roof I built yesterday. Actually really happy with it. It's really, really wavy, dynamic. There's also an airlock here. Oh yeah, another... Look, it's air vents that you can crawl through. Because why not? Actually, I don't know what I just love roofs. I love placing slabs. And like make them, you know, make these little nooks and make it interesting, put some color into it. I love crawling through vents. I love making vents to crawl through. Generally, this is just such a me build. Just a... Actually, we can turn all of them on. Not you. Right, this is gonna be like the lower part of the building. Wouldn't it be nice if I had that on a hotkey or something so I can just actually show what I'm yapping about? Yeah, the hidden pathways. Like, I love just having plenty of ways to run around, to go somewhere, and it's all connected and you just keep running. And it's entirely labyrinthine. Nope, nope, nope. So this is the inner wall, which has space for the staircase. Ideally, might have to... Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit safer. Huh. counterpoint. That's boring, because this is gonna be how the thing is from the outside. Is that a problem? I guess not, as long as the main pillar has like decoration on it, as long as it's not just straight, it should be fine. I thought there was a Nautilus. It was just a book. Would have surprised me, because mobs shouldn't be able to spawn. Alright, let's turn off rotation. Actually, let's turn you off entirely. Let's get a little section here. And this section is maybe the safest to get. Just the entire thing, including the floor. I also want some maintenance shafts down here with like pipes running through. I don't actually know how I'm gonna do pipes in vanilla, but if there's any chance to get them, I want them. That is so perfect. Oh my god. That is less perfect. Actually, that's not a problem here. Well, that's mostly not a problem, I guess. Cool. Yeah, you as well. Okay, I can live with that. Okay, first of all, why? Why are you... Oh, because you... Okay, maybe not the safest, but it works. No, don't touch the... well, it's fine. Okay. So this hallway leads right into the thingy. The thingy. I don't know. On one hand, I would like to make it like something like this. Overwatch in the Big 26. Alright, have fun. And thank you. Hyperfixations be like. Oh yeah, I should probably... What am I gonna do with you? Something like that. Then just here some slabs, just so you don't see the floor underneath. Sure, whatever works. Yeah, whatever. We actually got it. Maybe I tried to pop into Discord a bit more. I don't know. Because there's going to be a tunnel in the other direction here, right? So... Actually, here. Get the mirror thingy back. That might be the exact mirror thingy we need. Nope. I'm fine. This is hard. Maybe it's not. Maybe I just... Maybe I just go around like this. And then just fill... Go up by 3. Which I don't know why I do that manually. I could just stack it, but I'm already done. This, and then... Then the only thing missing... Oh. The only thing missing is this, obviously. And some of these, I suppose. Getting back to the forgetting that there's a water everywhere. Okay, yeah, then basically all we need is some framing for the glass to hold in place. And then... I kind of wanted to do the lower part first, actually. I don't know why I'm working on the glass now. Something like that. Sure, that works. Stabilize it a little. Again, there's no air in here. I don't know, I'm trying to stand. Well, I guess that defeats the point of being able to look down. Not really. Maybe a wall would do better? Yeah. Yeah, it does better. Kind of gives the same effect. It does look as... Actually, I disagree. It does look good outside. Okay. And then we have the inside here, which, I'm building off the wrong material, but it's fine. I can replace it later. Actually, I didn't think about that. What material is that whole thing gonna be? Like the base, obviously stone. But I feel like stone would be too massive for like just the entire thing. Copper is an obvious choice. But pure copper... Actually, we could use polished andesite and pretend it is like aluminium. Is aluminium a very steampunk material? Not really. Sandstone. I guess we can copy the color scheme of this thing. Huh. Oh, actually... That is entirely unrelated, but we could use the steamer. As like the way people can arrive here. Oh, that is a good idea. Well, that's for later. I'll have to dig out the schematic, make sure there's no modded blocks in there, otherwise Axiom crashes. Alright. I should probably remove the rotation. Cool, 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 cool. Nope. Almost. For now, let's just fill it in. Let's just... Let's just do full copper. And then, whenever that works... Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. There. Okay, sure. Um... surely I remember where I... Yeah, okay. That was entirely the wrong direction. Yeah, I feel like I could make my life easier by not doing it this way. But I'm too lazy to do it any other way. Actually, this might be the easiest way to do it. No. Almost. Alright, sure. That looks a bit too rounded, but that I hate that there's no options for glass. Well, there actually is one option for glass, but I don't really want to use that. Okay, let's figure out how to do pillars. Oh, that's gonna be so sick whenever this is finished. And you like see all these other areas from here through the glass. I love that. I'm so excited for this build. Just not for the building part, just for it being finished. What we could do here is, instead of just having random weathered copper, be very specific, like use it for patterns. I don't know, however, if there's a way to make that look good. Well, here, can I just... No, if I do that, then I'll... Okay, cancel this. I can just clone this section. Just yoink it and move it down. Like so. Alright, then there's gonna be like a... Let me check real quick what's kind of the dimensions that I imagined here. Okay, yeah. I'm not even close to the, like... That's fine. This is roughly... Actually... No, this is the... So the actual important circle is this guy. This guy is only this size. Wait, did I fuck it up? No, confirm. Finish. Thank you. Replace it with tough. That is not tough. Replace it with tough. Stack this thing instead. Okay, cool. And then there's gonna be something going down here that... I mean, it's supposed to be mid-drilling. Even if it is a drill, it's gonna be like deep in the ground already. And you just see the shaft kind of... What would that even be? Something like that? Maybe? I might switch material choice there, but... Pew. Then obviously we have to do some terraforming to kind of make a crater around it, but... Cool. The legs. Oh, where do we even start on that one? Why does everything I build have to be round or diagonal? Why can't I just make something easy? I know why, because it doesn't look good, but... Ugh. Okay. We have the central piece that probably starts here. Yeah, kind of. Okay, sure. And then we have a lower piece. Right, we have to... What am I doing? I don't fucking know. Okay, this is way too far out. It's supposed to be like... Maybe here. Okay, let me consider the blueprints. Yeah. Maybe I'm overthinking again. No, I am overthinking, absolutely. Yeah, okay, so... The way we solve this... It's actually quite simple. Give me a path tool from here to here. Can I have this, please? Thank you. Trying to find something that doesn't look too bad. Hmm. I guess... Okay, you know what? Fuck it, we do it the easy way. For once in my life, I'm gonna make my life easy. And everything is gonna be nice. Start here. I just use this tool. From beginning to end. And whatever it gives me, I'm gonna be okay with that. So we want a bit more of a radius. Use stairs and slabs if you must. Actually don't. Instead of sphere, make it flat. Can I... Can I rotate the way it's... No, it's just kind of gonna generate it based on... Yeah, I would rather have it the other way around, but I don't really know how to force that. Another option. Okay, pause that. Another option would be to... Okay, you know what? Fuck that. We go surface. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to figure it out. Give me Angel there. So. Okay. No. No more symmetry. Thank you very much. Right, we have... Let's say... Let's just do the height for now. Alright, we have this outer part of the foot. And then we have this inner part of the foot, which moves up at a different angle. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. And then it's going to be sunk into the rock. Yeah. Okay. What would be the easiest way? I guess what if I just... Okay, boom. So, like so, and this last bit, I guess, would technically go there. And yeah, looks a bit funky, but I think I just have to build this out. Move it and then paste it in. Or I guess maybe a better solution would be see, now I don't know what I'm doing. No, that's correct. Oh, yeah. Okay. I might be cooking. There might be some severe cooking going on right now. There we go. Well, for the most part. Okay, undo all of that. Cool. Instead... Camera, what are you doing? Hmm. No, maybe I was onto something. Or I guess it'll need some work either way. How would I shape it that it goes out even further at the bottom? Hmm. I guess. Okay. Okay. Let's do 4. No, one more, please. And like this. And then we just move entire section over like this. I mean, yeah, that works. It's not the smoothest ever, but hmm. Get some copy air. The solution here is to copy the thing. Make it thick. Make it dummy thick. There we go. Actually, that was about right. All right. Huh. Once again, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just fine. No, I think this works. I'm tempted to start putting slabs and stairs in there and whatnot, but I think it's maybe better if I just don't. Okay, I think that works. Cool. Let's grab the entire thing. I hope it's large enough. I don't think it is for half of them, but I'm gonna figure that out once I get there. Nyom. Actually, it's quite large compared to the whole thing here. Somewhat intentional, yet still a bit scary. I should probably check the dimensions before I copied the thing. I wish there was an easy way to just change it a little bit, you know? If only this was Blender, this would be so much easier. Okay, but I do have a general idea now. Actually, maybe I'm just fine with this. Maybe just... Maybe we use this and then... whatever else comes up, I just fix. Okay, so we have this lining up with this. Boom. Flip. Boom. Flip. Boom. Flip. Was it this lining up? Yerpington. Boom. Easy. Okay, yeah, that kind of works almost. Yeah, it's really just the ones, like most of them even just work fine. It's really just a few of them. This one is gonna be the worst. Then I just have to manually expand downwards. Here, get back to this. Do you have the rotation on? Nope, you don't. Good. Right, then... Can I continue this pattern? Yeah, there's gonna be a full set here. Then there's a set here, which... that set is getting smaller. Right, but we have this here, which... that set does not appear to be getting smaller. Eventually turn into a problem because the other side is gonna catch on real quick. Right, then this side 3 goes here, 3. So that actually not too hard to replicate. Don't know why I was so worried. Well, this is now a bit more of a worrying. Yeah, is it? Is it a worry? Maybe. Okay. We're getting close to the bottom, which is at least something. I don't want that stupid kelp. Be gone. Okay, this is two. Okay, that's the front side. Actually, pretty decently continued. Speaking of, why is there? While I'm at it, might as well fix up this upper part. That does add a lot. Should have done that from the beginning. Okay, yeah. Yeah, then it goes smoothly into that. Then on the inside, same thing. Actually, I need to be careful doing that with the mirror thing on. Because these blocks are gone everywhere now. How is the pattern in here? Oh, a bit more chaotic. Hmm. Let's at least continue the pattern where it's easy. And then just gonna figure it out from there. That's actually not too hard to figure out from there, is it? Okay, sure. Pop, 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 pop. Cool. Then this 2 needs these slots filled. Make it look almost so much more dynamic. No, not you, actually. Okay, yeah. That's getting somewhere. Now, they're not as massive as I imagined them originally, mainly because of how long they go. At least the most prominent one. So we might have to put some extra oomph into them. That is not a problem that I have right now. The question now is... I do want this to continue a bit further. Like this. Put this off. Yeah, so it looks like there's something in there, but it's not. Certainly need to work on the colors. That's, duh. I do like the tough for the main thingies, but I also thinking about having some scaffolding, some beams, some extra decorational stuff going on in between, and maybe copper is the best choice for that. Nope, not you. Nope. I mean, sure. It's hard to tell if it's all orange because it just color-wise doesn't really fit in. Might also just be too busy with all the trapdoors and everything. Yeah, honestly, that works better. Not good, but better. Yeah, I can almost live with that. Now I can live with that. There's some more extra here and there that can be done, but I'll leave it for now. These extra beams here. guess I'm just gonna leave that for now. Hmm. Yeah, I guess I have to leave it like that. For this part, I guess this can just stay an open tunnel. I did just kind of completely give up on the blast doors, didn't I? Maybe that's okay. Yeah, so the entrance is gonna be on this side because that has the best view. Well, I guess the entrance is gonna be on both sides if this guy is still active. Gonna be one of those. Then the staircase here is spiraling up forever and ever and ever. Alright, so let's design this inner tube. Actually, let's come up with a color palette for the tube itself. I need to look at some reference. What are some... Well, not... I don't want sci-fi colors, do I? I rather want steampunk colors. Both of them use a lot of orange. So copper isn't entirely off the table. I have to... Wait, docs mode on. That is not... There you go. This is kind of an image that I like from the color scheme. It's a very basic color scheme, but it works. I guess we're lacking a metallic gray. Because we can use copper for the orange parts, obviously we can use prismarine for the blue parts, but the metallic gray? We can't just use rock or stone and pretend it's metallic. Yeah, it's a... I also really like the detail on the pipes. Which is why I also have it open as a reference. Especially like this in between thingies here and this thing. Okay, back into Minecraft mode. What kind of gray do we have? There's a lot of gray. Actually, polished andesite is kind of metallic gray. And it's kind of shiny. I wish iron blocks weren't just straight white. I wish they had like anything other going on than what they are. They're so ugly. But actually, no. I take that back. I don't want to build this in survival with iron blocks. I'm entirely fine. The problem is with how thick this layer is right now. I guess that's not That shouldn't really have an influence, I guess. Maybe we scrap the turbines and put them somewhere separately. Because there is only so much space that we have. Used to have such a nice view from here, and now it's just this giant thing in the way, and it's gonna become so much bigger. Which is fine. This isn't supposed to have a view, this is supposed to be command deck. Which I guess means it needs a view, but it needs mainly a view of the thing. Now I would love this to be a bit smaller, but then nothing but problems. Okay, what if? And then slow. That's now we're talking. These walls down. What radius was that? I don't remember. I think it was also polished tough? Yeah. 7? Oh, that actually was 7. Okay, 6. No, it was 6. It was 6, I just messed with it a little. 5 then. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Be gone, gravel. Then we have this little rim here. Nice. Why did I say I want to finish this pillar today? Why am I always like this? Actually, it's not that hard to finish it. I'm just lazy. We're already halfway done. I think the stuff now is about the easier half. No, of course that doesn't work because it copies water. Ah. Okay, this is where you enter. The big rotatey things. Well, they're not actually going to rotate, but... Okay. What if... You get up there. We have to surely have polished andesite somewhere. don't. Huh. Yep, that is what I wanted. Thank you. No, here. Then we have a quote-unquote metallic ring. All the texture and whatnot are going to be upgrade. Or we have... No, this. We're going to have a metallic ring at the bottom. Okay, make sure to grab the right copper camera. There we go, the wax one. As well as prismarine. Nice. Right, then we have a little copper ring. No, that's too much copper in a row. Let's put prismarine. Then we have some metal. I guess copper is metal. I guess I don't know pattern copper, metal, not prismarine, copper for these? Or metal, copper, metal. So, okay, first of all, this easier. I think having metal on the... That kind of makes sense. That kind of feels like more stable. Okay. Now. What do we want to make these out of? Prismarine, low-key. Maybe prismarine, even white. Sandstone. Like, make them kind of feel unique slash alien slash different from the rest. In which case... Dark prismarine. 7. No. 8. I mean, the lowest one is very low radius. Sure, whatever. Then we go up to this one, which... 11? 15? 20 even? That might work. It's gonna depend heavily on the execution. That's fine. I got this. Literally all I do. Okay. Feels a bit much, doesn't it? I'd rather have them flat, at least on top. Maybe they're asymmetrical. Maybe that... Yeah, and then on bottom... They have a bit more substance. Sandstone. There. Actually, let's replace that. Sandstone, give me that. Thank you. No. Nuh-uh. Don't like that. Copper might be the better choice. Yeah. The problem there is it doesn't really give rotating. Maybe... What we need is this to be black. Kind of, yeah, actually works. Also another thing. Would be to have this be inlaid, like so. Then we obviously also need this to be black. There. Okay, that looks much more rotational. On top. That's not what I'm doing. Okay, I just need to place blocks. Stop thinking, place blocks. Problem solved. And then whenever I'm done, I can go back and fix anything that I don't like. Yeah, then we just basically need the inverse of what we have below, which... that's awfully inconvenient to build. Actually, okay. I know it technically looks better this way, but no, this way isn't actually easier. Never mind. We're gonna have some awkward blocks either way. Right, we have metallic. Then we have copper row. That's waxed. Yeah, it is. Nice. And then we have... Yeah. That's then the next ring. Oh yeah, I see why it's weird on top. Hmm. That's fine. I guess I might have to start with the big one. Just to kind of get a feel what I actually want on these, because obviously Mollang 1 is going to be a scuffed version of anything I could possibly do. I think at the bottom, I'm not too far off. Yeah, that's good. Then let's... yeah, let's just clone it. Feels safer. Nyom. Flop. Okay, this needs to be moved. One block higher. Should be exactly in between those layers. Yerp. And once again between those layers. Yerp. Cool. And we move this up. Like so. Making this so much more complicated than it need to be. I think that's beautiful. Boom. Nice. Let's grab the copper with it. And... nice. Okay. Now... all that's missing is the easy... I don't know why I thought this would be easier than the lower part. I really don't. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, maybe they're not beams. Maybe they're a little bit more pattern-like. Right? That way I can excuse the fact that they're just gonna be entirely chaotic. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the central piece coming in like this. Sure. Might as well. I need to just continue building. So then we have, yeah, we have slabs underneath the rest. And literally everything else is filled with these guys. Nice and tasty sandstone. Yum yum. Okay, yeah, need to go over it with a bucket, but... I hope this is gonna look good once they're all done. Because it doesn't really right now, but that's fine. There's obviously also a lot of tweaking that I can do. And will do. Might also replace the rim itself with something. Like maybe this could... no, not prismarine. Not this kind of prismarine, anyway. Or maybe copper. I do feel like copper just looks better in prismarine. Both in texture, the hue just kind of hits more. I don't know for this one though. There is also something else. I can add some cute little trapdoors. Just add a little bit more to it. Yeah, that actually adds a lot. And it's also not just gonna be the ring. They have like things on them, which I don't know if I want to replicate them fully or... But I do think the rings need some extra detail. Otherwise they're gonna look a bit flat. It's very heavy. I guess very non-heavy color-wise. I have to finish the whole thing. I'm overthinking again. Like, my worry right now is that it won't really fit in with the rest of the build. Which might be fine, might not be fine. I can't really tell because it's not finished yet. And so finishing, I'm yapping. Which and... Okay. Ooh, we even could leave them open. That might be an interesting... Interesting way of adding some depth to it. Though if we leave them open, actually rather put them below. Oh, that's the wrong one. There. That's also not exactly what I wanted. Yeah, that's better. And we can slap the same things up there. It's gonna need so much copper. I don't think that's accurate, Gaimar. Okay. Yeah, I do like that actually. I think the reference is a bit too sci-fi. I think that's a problem. Like all the references I'm looking at for this, which is the intention. It's just kind of the reference that I've been going on so far have been so incredibly non-sci-fi that it just kind of clashes a little bit. Just fine. I'll get over it. Alright, what do we do with the top layer? Let's just fill it in like normal. Copy the pattern. No. Where did it go? No, you don't. This is totally gonna be another one of these things where I look at it after and I'm like, why does it look so bad? And it just kind of doesn't look bad at all. But I just can never ever look at it without just seeing a random bunch of blocks that I placed because I have no idea what I was doing. Which is fine, that's a valid way of doing it. It's probably how most good builds are done. Okay, again, let me figure that up here. I feel like I want that layered in. No, sure, it's fine. So that's just gonna be an entire block in between here, which I don't really know what to do with that. I guess we just leave it open. I mean, obviously we just leave it open. I'm not gonna just fill it for the sake of it. Some water in there. Nice. All right. That looks too random. Okay, I think I do want something of that sort, but instead of just these random pattern, let me look at the reference. Actually, the reference is more ring-like. Hmm. So either we go ring-like, or we just add a more... I like the idea of rings. I should have looked at the reference sooner. Though, on the lowest one, obviously, there's only so much I can do about that, which is fine. But having a nice ring on the top, at least on the top two, the third one is also going to be a bit close. I think the lower side is fine. That'll almost give it like a mushroom vibe. Could also put some spokes into it, like some holes. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, let's get rid of this. This entire top layer. Okay. For that to work, need some kind of ring-like structure. Something like that. Giving it the depth it needs without touching the upper side of the next one. Yeah. I'll actually come close. That's fine. Reference. Reference doesn't care. Why would it? We can do this, which kind of gives the same result, but a bit less. Yeah. Then... Actually, in here... There we go. Stop. Incorrect. I must have made a mistake. Waxed. Cut. Copper. 14. It's definitely not 14. It's almost 14, actually. No, it might be 14. I'm so good at this game. Alright. Leave the center point just in case. Okay, yeah, we have this ring going on. Hmm. Enter is correct. Boom. Cool. Oh my god. When did I move the thing? Not too long ago. It worked fine until just now. Why are you like this? Why can't I remove you from control? Why is control the fucking... It's fine. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm at peace. I'm in control. No one is crashing out. Okay, but like, jokes aside, at one point did I stop placing it properly? How much do I have to tear down? Ugh. I think I have to fly around the entire thing and just correct it wherever I see it. Yeah, here. Okay, on the inside. That seems correct. No, no, that is very much not... no, that is correct. This isn't correct. Okay, yeah, let's just delete all of them and start over properly. Because my brain is hurting. Okay. That. Why am I hearing cave noises? Boom. Okay, that's a ring. With some holes missing. It's another... What exactly is going on here? There you go. Okay, cool. Yeah, and now we can have spokes going from the center. Out like this. Yeah. Maybe like that, maybe not like that. No, that's too thin. Okay, cool. Where do you just place that in here? Whatever. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Hmm? Maybe something like that. Then we break these again. And the down underside, I just figure out later. Yeah, I do think that's pretty cool, actually. Okay. Sometimes it is just trial and error. Yeah. No. In there. Thank you. It's not even that late. Why am I so tired? There's that much left to finish. Basically just the lobby and then the docks. And obviously all the rings. Maybe it's one of these things where I go to sleep, start stream tomorrow very early, and just lock in on building the entire day. Or I might even do some building off stream. I've only been streaming 12.5 hours. Hmm. Hmm. I'm thinking what other color to put in here. Like sandstone was an attempt, but it's very bright. It shouldn't really be used as a main or secondary color. Accent color, if anything. Tough could work. We can't just pretend that it's not stone. And would be much more in keeping with the rest of the build. Hmm. Also, the more I build over... Oh, that's fine. The more I build over there, the less I know what to do with this little guy. Because now it just don't fit in the... It don't fit. Yeah, it doesn't fit in the... Doesn't fit in the general aesthetic anymore. I guess all I really need to change is add some copper to it. No, but that's gonna be hard to do. And even then, it's gonna structurally different. Ah, we get to that when we get to that. Okay, yeah. Here's my plan. Is that a plan? Let me check the plan. Let me put the plan on docs mode. We do have... I mean, I can definitely finish the thingy tomorrow. That should be easily doable. I guess... I don't want to say tomorrow we just finish the thing and then do the entire green sector. Because that sounds like a lot of work, and it is a lot of work. But also, is it? Like, I feel like I'm at the point I have the tunnels, the corridors and stuff pre-built. I can just copy them and change the color. Can I confidently say that I can just finish this? I preferably don't want it to take a week to finish the entire thing. It's kind of my main concern. And it will probably take a week, especially with all the other shit that's planned to it. So I should probably just get done with the main sectors. Maybe just scrap Zeta. Though the problem with Zeta is that it has some nice underwater caves, which I would... Oh, but that's... Or we scrap Zeta for now. We finish all the other parts, and then if I still feel like expanding it, I can add Zeta later. Isn't that a crazy concept? I mean, in lore, it's a later edition, so it would even make sense. I guess that's not how lore works, but it can't just actually be a later edition. There's also supposed to be like a little hut or something here. But that's a big maybe. I guess if we had a ship, then we don't really need that. If we can, or just put the hut on top of the thing. Yeah, then we have the exit to the main labs. Just gonna be some rooms, some lab rooms, the hangar. I don't think that fits in there the way I intended it. I actually don't know what to do with that thing because that thing is too big. Like any hangar that back to game capture. Actually, I might just start stream real early tomorrow. I think that might also be fun. Just doing my ESO dailies on stream and then continue to build. Well, I guess those weren't the thing when I built this. Otherwise, they would be waxed. What is the minimum size something would need to be to like... No, the symmetry is off. like I would want to have kind of a bay. That kind of goes around like that. Maybe a bit closer to it. Right, and then in here's water up to like, I don't know what height. Maybe the height of the wall actually. Actually, let's put this down even more. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. It's great that I'm working on this instead of like literally anything else right now. That's fine. That's kind of my main problem with the hangar. It doesn't only need space for the submarine, but also like some additional space for just stuff, as well as a gate, which obviously the door doesn't actually need to open. How would we even do that? It would need to like... maybe have some drains in the room, like whenever the submarine is about to leave, we just flood the room. And then drain it after. I guess that's about the only way. Yeah, we can do that. Actually, that we should do that. That also adds some fun room design that we can do that differentiated from other rooms. Hmm. On the reference, there's also these flaps. I'm thinking about adding them because I think... well, the problem is the reference, obviously, they rotate, right? So the flaps aren't all in the same spot, which adds a lot to the design. I can't really do that. Why is nothing ever easy? Oh, you know what? This could be easy. This could be entirely easy. I'm doing this to myself. I don't even know why I'm complaining. This could... half of this is just entirely avoidable. There's still a few corners here. It's just gonna... you know, like this. Yeah, that's better. I mean, it's getting there. Okay, instead of just thinking about taking a break for the next 2 hours, let's just do that. Let's just continue tomorrow. And tomorrow I actually start earlier, I actually lock in. I might even do some building beforehand just to at least get these rings done. Because I feel like sometimes I just need to shut the fuck up, lock in, build some stuff. That was entirely intentional, don't worry about it. Yeah, if any glass breaks here canonically, this place is fucked. There's not enough like floodgates or anything. The doors aren't even closed. It's too late for those. I did want to add those. I didn't think of it. I'm yapping again. I think you didn't even hear me breaking the glass. There we go. Outro music. There we go. All right. Ugh. Yeah, I think I just go to sleep right now. I think I'm getting old. I'm going to sleep like earlier and earlier. This can't be healthy. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Ungodly early. By which I mean probably, I don't know, 3 a.m.? 3 p.m. 3 a.m. would be ungodly early. Or late for me. No. No, it would be late for me. At this point. Anyway. Okay, thanks, bye!